Thousands of men may die thanks to a decision from the British government regarding a prostate cancer drug. And here you go again, another example of misandry in society and law. Take a look. Men with advanced prostate cancer set to be denied life-extending drug. Patients with no real alternative after decision by National Institute for Health and Care Excellence, aka NICE, to reject treatment. Now keep in mind that in the UK now, prostate cancer kills more per year than breast cancer. That's an important figure to keep in your mind. The article, thousands of men with advanced prostate cancer look set to be denied life-extending treatment following a decision from the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence, NICE. And I said the government in the title, but they're a government agency. So charities criticize the interim decision, which comes months after the body rejected another treatment for men with advanced disease. So not the first time in the last few months where they rejected something that could save men's lives. More than 4,000 men a year could benefit from such treatments, with one study suggesting they could reduce the risk of death by 1/3 over 3 years. Thousands of people. Prostate Cancer UK said the rejection of the hormonal drug abiraterone could leave thousands of men without access to life-extending treatment each year. Now, the reasons that NICE gave for this decision was that they were worried it was too cost-effective. And then they questioned if the drug would actually work, despite all the evidence that says it does. And then really what it boiled down to was, well, does it cost too much? Is it worth it? And this is where I think absolutely misandry and sexism against men and male disposability comes into play. Is it worth it to save a man's life? Take a look. NICE said the evidence about the effectiveness of the drug was uncertain and did not find it to be cost effective. So the whole thing about the evidence does it work is nonsense, because you have all these scientists saying, hey, this works. This saves a lot of people's lives. So that I don't buy. And then they question, well, is it cost effective? Well, what does that really mean? How do you determine what's cost effective? Essentially asking, well, is it worth it? So really what they're saying is saving thousands of men's lives worth it? And then they said, no, it's not worth it. It's too expensive to save thousands of men's lives. Think about that. And in the UK, most people use the NHS. Most people use the national healthcare system. So for most people, that system is all they've got. That's what they have to rely on for their healthcare. So thousands of men with advanced prostate cancer will literally have no options at all and will just be left to wait till die. Now, it's noteworthy to pay attention to the disparity of funding. Remember, prostate cancer now kills more per year than breast cancer. For the first time in the UK, the number of deaths from prostate cancer has exceeded the number of deaths from breast cancer. According to figures from the UK's Office of National Statistics, ONS, more men died of prostate cancer, 11,919, than women died from breast cancer, 11,442. I mean, those numbers are basically kind of the same. I mean, it's roughly 50-50, but the point is prostate cancer now is at least as bad as breast cancer. But take a look at how much funding it gets. Look at the differences in funding. This is from Cancer Research UK. This is not the total funding in the entire country because there are different organizations, but this is one of the major ones. Take a look at the difference, right? On the box on the left, the three biggest cancers, breast, lung, and colon. Breast cancer gets $30 million a year. Then look to the box to the right, the smaller circles, the smaller funding cancers. Prostate cancer gets $11.7 million a year, less than half. So 30 million compared to 11 million. It's not even half. That's actually closer to 1/3 than 1/2. Now, there was a weird argument put forward a few years ago as to why more men were dying of prostate cancer than women of prostate cancer, like why prostate cancer suddenly seemed to overtake breast cancer. And the reason doesn't make any sense at all. I put a couple articles down below if you want to read them. This is basically what they said. I'll read the quote first. Michael Chapman, Director of Information and Involvement at Cancer Research UK, agreed. The number of men getting and dying from prostate cancer is increasing mostly because of population growth and because we are living longer, he said. If we take into account our growing and aging population, the death rate for both breast and prostate cancer is falling, though it is falling faster for breast cancer than prostate cancer. So basically what he's saying is, well, because men are starting to live longer and the life expectancy is going up for men, and men mostly die of prostate cancer when they're older. Therefore, that's the reason why we're seeing an increase in prostate cancer deaths, even though the rate of prostate cancer is going down. But the reason why that doesn't make any sense is because why is the UK the only country where prostate cancer now kills more than breast cancer, or roughly about the same? Like, why is this the only? Because male life expectancy is going up in many countries all over the world. Canada, Sweden, France, Germany. I mean, this is a worldwide trend of life expectancy overall going up, and that's true for men and for women. But it's only in the UK that prostate cancer deaths have gone up so much relative to the population that it's actually overcome breast cancer. That shouldn't make any sense. That is weird, because if that were true, then you'd be seeing breast cancer and prostate cancer being roughly equal in many other countries too. But you only see it in England, the UK, I should say, in a country that routinely denies prostate cancer treatments. So that's something worth thinking about. Anyway, I put these links down in the description below. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Oh, and one last thing. I'm always mentioning how the men's rights movement is for men of all races, and men's issues affect men of all races. And take a look at this. Prostate cancer twice as likely to kill black men as white men, study finds. So this is, again, something that affects men of all races. This decision is killing people.